Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, I am very excited for multiple reasons. So, when I woke up this morning, I found out about Pokemon at first. I found that Pokemon was getting a new game series. It would be Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, they'll be coming out later in 2016. And then later on in the day, I found about these amazing reprints in Premium Gold, and I was just like, today was a good day. Pretty much in the words of Ice Cube, today was a good day. Literally, it really was. And I'm so happy about all this. New Pokemon stuff, good reprints. I'm very happy, believe me. Um, Now, on to Yu-Gi-Oh stuff instead of talking about Pokemon. I love my Pokemon just as much as Yu-Gi-Oh. But some things I have to say about this set is when I first watched this, I'm subscribed to the Yu-Gi-Oh Konami YouTube page, and I watched it, and I knew about the Cosmo stuff. I knew about Archie and Eccentric, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, and some of the Burning Abyss stuff. I knew about this stuff, but when I started watching the video, I was just pretty much like, oh my gosh, I just started seeing all these good cards in the background and whatnot. I was like, that's a good card. That's a good card. That card's a holo now. That's a good reprint. That's a good reprint. Oh my gosh, this is a pretty damn good set. And then once I saw the entire list, I was very happily surprised. Now, I also want to mention, guys, and please tell me down below if you're okay with this. I was going to do this video in person, but I'm very busy right now with school and everything. So if you guys actually don't mind me being on my computer and doing videos as well when I'm not able to, I'll definitely invest in a mic so I can do better videos online and whatnot, especially when we start doing live streams again. But if you guys are okay with that, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that because it just means I can do different videos overall and do some cool little things. But please let me know. But and I apologize for the quality not being good right now. But yes, really, there's a lot of good reprints in here, from the Burning Abyss stuff to cards that are semi-expensive. I would say like $15, $20, $30. Cards that have needed the reprint for a long time. Everything from Boharmid Shark to Big Eye, which is still an expensive card, to Daigusto Emerald. Now, overall, there's not that many cards I personally need to pick up out of this set. I mean, there's a couple of cards I would really like to get, doubles of, like Daigusto Emerald's getting the reprint, as you guys know, which is awesome. The hands, I haven't picked up some Fire and Ice hands. I sold mine a long time ago. I really want to pick up some new ones. Some of the more expensive secrets that have been around for the last year, and I'm not one to hype something up. But I have to admit, and I don't want to hype this up, people say, oh, it's so good, it's the best reprint set ever. But I'll just say this. I thought the Megatins were a good reprint set. This set makes the Megatins run for their money, gives them a run for their money, because this is not just good cards from the last year. No. These are cards that have needed reprints for the last couple of years, a year to 2 years plus. It's really good that Konami's doing this. People say, well, it could be the death of Konami. They're reprinting all these good cards. I doubt that. I know that's been something that's going around the community as of lately, but I highly doubt that. I think what Konami's trying to do is make the game cheaper for players out there. I think they're kind of listening to us. People say, well, they're going after the secondary market. I don't know. I doubt that's what they have in mind. I think what they're trying to do is make the game cheaper so players can play the game cheaply. The more cheaper this game is, the more players will go to events, the more players will play, the more players may come back because it's cheap, the more players will come into the game because they can pick up their decks if they want to for cheap. And on top of that, you gotta think here, Konami's also been doing a lot for us by giving us, Konami of Japan and whatnot, by making, more retro support. So they're trying, I can see it, that they're actually trying to make this game revitalized to some extent. Not saying it's dying or anything, but they're just trying to make the game better and listening to us as players, which some of these things we've been, talking about, from making more tune cards. They're doing the right steps now. You can complain all you want about it, but I have to admit and have to give them props where credit is due. And these reprints are a perfect example of this right here. I mean, look at all these good reprints. Firehand, Icehand, Galaxy Cyclone, Cowboy, which is still an $8 card. All the Cosmo stuff, pretty much. Chidori, which has been needed reprint. The Mass Change cards got a hollow reprint after. I know Mass Change got a hollow reprint in an Astro Pack a while ago. A whole bunch of good number cards. Paint Painter, Giant Hand, Red Eyes Metal Dragon, Rubik, Scarm, which are expensive cards. You know, we get new cards and old cards coming out of this set, such as just so many dang good cards. I mean, this is this thing that I would say if you got a couple of bucks, go down and pick a box up. I will probably, when the AdSense comes in, because my Google AdSense should come in for next month around this time, I may put a couple bucks to buy maybe a box or something like that and open it for you guys on the channel. I mean, I would say maybe you want to be kind of a little bit wary when you're investing in like stuff like Cosmos and whatnot, but there's just so many good cards in here. It's good trade material. It's good just general cards. It's good deck building. You can buy pretty much the entire Cosmo and Burning Abyss decks and build the decks for cheap out of this set. I'm just saying. And on top of that, look how many some of our top tier decks out there right now. Just look at this. This helps you make pretty much the entire Pendulum deck very cheaply now. Budgety. It makes the Cosmo deck budget. It makes Burning Abyss budget. It makes Monarchs are already budget. The only thing that is a little expensive in Monarchs right now, some of the Mega Monarchs, I mean, that's about all. I mean, I think right now we're in this golden age, as I end this video. We're in this golden age right now where I can't personally recall. Now, granted, some of these cards may, the deck may be $70, and to somebody out there, $70 is still a lot of money, and I understand that. Being a kid once and growing up, I understand you don't want to invest in that. But from a player that's been in this game for a long time, I can't remember a format where the top tier decks got reprints. Meta decks became pretty much every meta deck out there to some extent is very, 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 very freaking cheap right now. I mean, it's not cheap, but I'm saying, dirt cheap. Nothing's gonna be dirt cheap. You still gotta buy $30, to invest in a structure deck. But I'm just saying, you could pretty much build meta decks, a lot of different meta decks for under $100 or less, maybe a little bit more and some change for the extra deck. But for the most part, you can build these decks for cheap. I mean, compared to what what we were, a couple of years ago, with Teledad and E-Dragon, you had to drop in spellbooks, we had to drop money like crazy, to a format where you can just pretty much build any of the top tier decks for just maybe $100, well, a little bit more, and some change, maybe $20 change. I'm just saying, that's an amazing thing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has accomplished, and how much color. Now, granted, the ban list may hit Cosmos and whatever. We're not here to discuss that, but I'm just saying that's something unique, and I applaud Konami for doing that, and for reprinting just all these good cards. These are good cards. There's really, I would have to say, maybe a couple of cards that are más o menos on this list, not so good, but for the most part, this is a very good list. I have to say that. So I would highly suggest, guys, if you do have some money to burn when this comes out, do pick up a box. I don't think you really can pull anything bad. I don't see really I see a couple of like okay cards, not great cards, but I see a lot of other good cards in general. So good trade bait, good deck building bait. Give you a deck a boost and whatnot if you're a budget player. I mean, really budget. So yeah, definitely pick it up. Is it the best set of all time? It may be the best reprint set of all time. I'll say that. But in my book, I would have to say this, even though I said earlier I'm not hyping it up. I think it's an amazing reprint set, definitely. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and thank you for your time. And please let me know, like I said down below, what you think. If you guys don't mind me doing recording on here on my computer, I'll just buy a good microphone. But take care, everybody.